Everybody, welcome to Yoga with Brooke. I'm really excited for today's class. Today will be like a fairly quick in and out flow class. So if you're short on time and you want to connect with your body, move it, connect with your mind, maybe slow it down a little bit and connect with the spirit within. Maybe you're going to, tap into your spirit a little bit as well. Then this class is for you, busy moms, not moms, dads, whoever you are. Okay. So we will get started lying on our backs in Supta Baddha. So come all the way down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees open wide. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And I'll give you a couple of different options for your hands. You can bring your hands face down by your side, face down to go within, to ground. If you're feeling like a little bit anxious, high energy, palms down. Or bring your palms faced up if you would like to receive energy, gain energy. Maybe if you're feeling a little low or tired, this is the place to be. And close your eyes. And begin to tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath, of your belly. Maybe even creating a little bit of an observation to see if your breath feels expansive, if it feels restricted. And just noticing without forcing it to change or judging it. And now I will invite you to add a couple seconds or even 1 second onto each inhale and onto each exhale. Just beginning to slow your breathing down, calm your nervous system down. And place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And if you feel called, set an intention for your practice today. What kind of energy would you like to cultivate on your mat? What brought you to your mat? And that could be as simple as wanting to move your body, to become present, calm down, to feel energized. Whatever that may be, breathe your intention into your whole body. And as you exhale, let go of everything else that no longer serves you, any negativity, stress, worries, or fear, even if it's just for the next little bit. And take 2 more breaths, breathing your intention into your whole body and exhaling, letting everything go. 1 more just like that. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Now begin connecting to your Ujjayi breath. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. As you exhale, create a slight restriction at the back of your throat, making an ocean-like Ujjayi sound. So imagine you're fogging up a mirror. That is the kind of restriction that you will create at the back of your throat for this. And a couple more breaths here. And on your next inhale, grab the outsides of your thighs, draw your knees up to touch, and take your feet hip-width distance apart. Release your hands back down to the sides, drop your knees all the way over to the right side. And pause here for 1 full inhale and exhale. And come through to center and drop your knees over to the left side. Just releasing out your lower back, your hips. And draw your knees back up to center and hug them in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Rock side to side. Massage your lower back. And stop in the center, happy baby or dead bug. Grab the outside edges of your feet, draw your knees alongside your rib cage, or you can grab big toes with peace grip. And if both of those are not available, you can grab the backs of your calves, or even just wrapping around the backs of your thighs. Okay. And then again, maybe gently rocking side to side, bend and straighten your knees, just playing around, seeing what really feels good in your body and listening to the guidance of your body. And stop in the center, lengthening your tailbone a little bit more, roll it all the way down and hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep your right leg hugged in, extend your left leg long on your mat. Interlace your hands around the right shin and rock your knee left to right. So this is great to do in the morning before you get out of bed, stimulates your digestive system, kind of gets the detox energy going. And grab the outside of your right thigh with your left hand and draw your knee all the way across your body. Extend your right arm long. And if it feels good on your neck, you can bring your gaze past the right shoulder as well. And come through to center. Drop both knees back in towards your chest. Keep your left leg hugged in, extend your right leg long, interlace your fingers around your shin and rock left to right. It's amazing how good it can feel just to move our body in the most kind of simple ways, seemingly sometimes insignificant, at least that can be my case at times. And we'll take our supine twist. So right hand outside of your left thigh. Draw your knee all the way across the right side of your body. Extend your left arm long and tilt your chin over to the left. Come through to center and drop both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself such a big hug that you lift your shoulders up off of the mat. Maybe your nose touches your knees. And release your shoulders back down. And well, let's take one round of bicycle kicks, okay? So let's really begin to warm up our core. Stack your knees over top of your hips. Bring your fingertips behind your ears. Okay? Draw your belly button in towards your spine and press all of your back down into the mat. And as you inhale, lift your shoulders all the way up. Keep a slight space between your chin and your chest. As you exhale, extend your right leg long. Lift the right elbow and see if it can maybe tap the left knee. If it doesn't tap, that's okay. Just in that direction. Inhale through to center. Release your shoulders back down. And exhale, switch sides. Left leg long, left elbow over in the direction of the right side. Release back down. So let's move nice and slow with our breath. Exhale, extend, reach to the top. Inhale through to center. And exhale, switch sides. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach and tap. So move here at your own pace of your breath. Okay, and resist the urge to go faster. I know sometimes we're like, oh, I want to go fast. Well, it's just really how we're conditioned this day and age in our society. Rush to the next thing, rush to get it done. Slow it down, my friends. Slow it down. This is something that I'm definitely working on. Let's do one more each side. And hold. Actually, let's hold here. Hold. Release down and switch and hold. Lift up, heels a little higher. And release. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And begin to rock and roll up the length of your spine. So you can grab the backs of your thighs here, and maybe you take a few of them, just playing around, giving those spinal muscles a nice massage, right? And come to seated, crisscross, right? And just take a moment here, bring your hands on top of your knees, rest your shoulders down away from your ears, and close your eyes. And take this time to reconnect with your breath. And flutter your eyes open. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms faced away from you, and reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms to touch down at your heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, come down to your heart. Last one. Inhale, swoop it all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down the right side of your mat and lengthen in the whole left side of your body, reaching all the way up and over. And if you'd like, you can bring your gaze towards the ceiling, kind of by your elbow on the left arm. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches all the way up and over. Okay. And press your left shoulder down away from your ear. They like to kind of creep all the way up there. Inhale, both arms up, and we're going to take a twist. Open your arms, your chest wide to the right side. Place your left hand on your right thigh and your right fingertips behind you, and lengthen out the crown of your head. And again, gaze can go past the back shoulder if you wish. Last inhale here. Gaze forward, unwind, reach both of your arms all the way up, and exhale, switch and twist over to the left side. Lengthen in your spine. And inhale, reach both arms up. Let's flow through that. Exhale, right hand down, reach up and over with the left. Inhale through to center. Exhale, left hand down, side reach. Inhale through to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, twist over to the left. One more round of these. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, right hand down, side reach. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through to center. Exhale, plant your hands down in front of you. Roll onto your knees in your tabletop pose, on your hands and your knees. Okay, so let's check in with our foundation, our format here. All right, so your shoulders are stacked directly over top of your wrists. Your hips are stacked directly over top of your knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Okay, now imagine you can hold a plate of food or a cup of water on your back. So your back is nice and long. Okay, take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Draw your belly button in towards your spine as you exhale. And we'll move through our cat and cows. As you inhale, roll your chest forward, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, and lift your gaze up just slightly. And on your next exhale, round, starting from the base of your tailbone, working your way all the way up. Allow your head to hang heavy. Inhale, cow, peel your chest open. And exhale, cat, press the mat away from you. One more. Inhale, pull it open, look up. And round. And come through to your neutral spine, flat back. Inhale your right leg back behind you. You point your pinky toe down because our hip likes to open way up in these sort of poses. So drop it down. Okay, and send your left arm all the way out in front of you. Imagine you're going to shake somebody's hand. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your elbow and your knee and see if you can tap them under your chest. If it doesn't reach, that is more than okay. Inhale, reach it back long. Exhale, draw it under. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it under. Hold here for a full breath. And inhale, extend back long. Release your hand, release your knee. Inhale, left leg back behind you. And your right arm out in front of you. Lengthen out your fingertips through your heel. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw it all under. Tap under your chest. Inhale, extend back long. Exhale, under and tap. And reach back long. Last one here. Under and tap and hold. And extend back long. Release your hand and release your knee. you need, you can take a child's pose at any point in your practice as well. I'll show you what a child's pose is in case you're new to yoga. Okay, so you can bring your knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Send your hips back towards your heels, lengthen your arms long on your mat, and release your forehead down. So that is our child's pose. Okay. And come back up onto your hands and knees. If you drop down into your child's pose, step back into your high plank pose. Okay, and take an inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips all the way to the back of the room. Pedal out to your feet. Take your dog for a walk. Okay. And now make sure your fingertips are spread nice and wide here. You want to press into your fingertips and your knuckles rather than putting all of the load in your wrists. So if I were to come all the way over to your house, I would not be able to peel your fingertips off of the mat, okay? So you know you're doing it right if your fingertips are pressed down like you're about to squish something in your fingers, right? And then use that to press your mat away from you, lengthen all the way down your arms into your side body. And find stillness in your down dog if you haven't yet already. And on your next inhale, look in between your hands and tiptoe to the top of your mat for your rag doll. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. And give your head a nod yes and no and yes again. Release your hands down to the mat. Take a bend in your knees and nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up to standing. The crown of your head is last to rise for your Tadasana. Okay, so give your toes a little wiggle. Spread them wide and then root down through your feet. Imagine you're zipping a zipper up, like as if you were just to eat a nice big meal. So you're zipping your zipper up so everything's zipped up in your core. Bring your hands down by your sides. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And on your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling, mountain pose. If you like, you can bring your gaze up as well. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Nice flat spine. Bring your hands to your shins, to your thighs, or maybe they can stay on the mat as long as your back is long. As long as your back's long, that is a-okay. Okay, and plant your hands down to your mat. Step back, high plank pose. We'll move through our first chaturanga modified because safety is first, right? So it's really important to keep your form, good, to keep yourself safe. Okay, so drop down to your knees. Lower down halfway. Keep your elbows squeezed into the sides of your body so we don't have grasshopper arms. Lower all the way down to your belly. Release the tops of your feet down to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, release your chest back down. Tuck your toes. Press up, high plank to downward facing dog. All right, so that is our sun salutation. And let's flow with our sun salutations to continue warming up our body. So create your own little moving meditation, moving prayer. Okay, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or float. Forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Stretch your arms up nice and high. Exhale, release, fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or hop back, high plank. We'll move through the full version of our chaturanga. Come onto the tips of your toes. Your shoulders will come just past your wrists. Lower down halfway. Make sure your belly doesn't snake all the way down to the mat. You want your hips in line with your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Press the mat away from you with your hands. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Let's flow with those 2 more times with our breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, release. Come all the way back down. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, plant your hands high plank to your version of low plank and upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath in here and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. And release back down. Mountain pose. Stretch your arms up nice and high. And forward fold. Empty out your breath completely. Come up halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. I'm just going to fix my mic here. Inhale, look towards your hands. Walk or pounce to the top of your mat as quiet as a mouse. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Unless you have tight hips, you can keep your feet hip width distance apart. Okay, but for the rest, big toes touch, drop down nice and low. Chair pose. Tuck your tailbone down towards the mat. Okay, imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs. Find a couple of steady breaths here. When things get hard, we like to hold our breath, and that's on our mat and off of our mat in our daily life. So intentionally slow your breathing down. Last breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And know as well that you can skip your chaturangas at any point and just meet us in downward facing dog. Okay, this is your practice, nobody else's. Right side, 3-legged down dog. Send your heel all the way up towards the ceiling. Point your pinky toe down, again, just like in our tabletop, so our hips are nice and squared. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen your leg back up. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Low lunge. So blocks are great to have at home. Just in case they're just great to have. If you plan on having a home practice, you can get like yoga blocks. I don't have any in here. For $5 at the dollar store, maybe even a little bit less. Definitely worth the money, because if you are rounded in your back here, you would want to have some blocks underneath your hands. Okay, just take a breath here in your low lunge. And inhale, crescent lunge. Stretch your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a look at your knee. It's never past your ankle. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring your chest down to your thigh and swoop your arms out by your sides, airplane arms. Inhale, reach your arms all the way back up towards the ceiling. Now as you exhale, bend your elbows and imagine you're serving a platter. So your elbows come squeezed into the sides. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale, reach your arms all the way back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, twist to the right. Open your arms nice and wide. See if you can keep your shoulders stacked over top of your hips here. Okay, inhale, reach both arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Shift the weight forward just slightly. Hop the back foot in a couple of inches if you need, and lift your back leg all the way up. Warrior three with your hands at your heart center. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, slowly lift your chest all the way up. Grab a hold of your left knee. Okay, just passing through. Reach your arms back up towards the ceiling. Extend your left leg long. Point your toes away from you. Flex, point, flex. Send your left leg all the way back. Warrior three, full warrior three with your arms extended. Take one last inhale here. Exhale, release the left toes back down to the mat, crescent lunge. Plant your hands down, step back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And whenever things, get like, I don't know, you're just like not feeling it, you're like, I don't want to be here, or it's challenging, or you're bored, whatever it is, just recall the intention you'd set. Commit to this next little bit for you, not your dog, not your kids, not your neighbor, not your husband or wife, you. Left side, three-legged down dog. Take a moment to square your hips, press through your fingertips, and exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen your leg back up towards the ceiling, and step your foot in between your hands. Low lunge, okay? Grabbing your blocks if you need. Lengthening in your spine. Last breath in and out here. And inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Point or draw your pinky fingers towards one another. Last inhale, reaching up tall. Exhale, bring your chest down to your thigh. Airplane arms, swoop all the way out to your sides. Inhale, reach your arms all the way back up. Exhale, serve your platter, bend your elbows, draw them in towards your side bodies. Inhale, reach your arms all the way back up. Draw your hands down to your heart center and take your twist to the left. Open your arms wide. Inhale, reach both arms up and come down to your heart center. Shift the weight forward. Hop your back foot in a couple of inches and lift your back leg. Warrior three with your hands at your heart. Okay. So you know that you can always tap down in between. It's easy to fall. We fall all the time, right? And nice and slowly lift your chest up. Grab your shin, draw your knee in towards your chest. Release your leg out in front of you, your arms up towards the ceiling. See how high you can get your leg up. Point your toes, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And warrior three, lean forward. And baby bend in your left knee, release the right toes back down, crescent lunge, reach up. And exhale, plant your hands down, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so now we're going to flow through that with our own breath. So if you'd like to grab a drink, grab a quick drink. I'm actually going to grab a quick drink as well. My drink was not over there. Okay. When you are ready, we'll be back in our downward facing dog. Okay, and just because I'm cueing a certain way, doesn't mean that you're going to be at the exact same pace. Maybe you're a little bit faster, a little bit slower, right? And that's okay. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms high. Exhale, chair pose. Come down nice and low. Take one breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Bring your chest down to your thigh. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, bend your elbows, serve your platter. Inhale, swoop your arms back up. Exhale, twist to the right, take your arms wide. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center, lean forward. Inhale, lift your back left leg, warrior three. Exhale, shift the weight up, grab your shin. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your arms up, your leg out in front of you. Point your toe, flex, point, flex. Warrior three, inhale. Exhale, bring your toes down. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen it back up. And exhale, step your foot through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your chest down to your thigh. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, serve your platter. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart, lean forward. Inhale, lift your back leg. Exhale, hug your knee in with standing. Take an inhale here. Exhale, extend your leg, your arms reach up. And send your leg back. Oh, we missed our toe taps, toe extension, that's okay. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release your foot down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you notice you are beginning to be short of breath, you can take a big breath in through your nose and a big exhale out your mouth. Do that 2 more times. Big breath in, big breath out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's do that one more time before we cool it down. Okay, so now you're familiar with it. You've done it twice. Let's flow. Inhale, look forward, press the mat away from you. Exhale, walk or float forward, fold top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up high. Maybe you can get nice and tall now. Exhale, chair pose. Sink down low. Take one last inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right side, three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen it back up. Exhale, step your foot through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chest to thigh, airplane arms. Inhale, stretch it all the way back up. Exhale, serve your platter. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through to center. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three with your hands at your heart. Exhale, come up, grab a hold of your shin. Take an inhale here. Exhale, extend your leg out, your arms up. Exhale, or inhale, point your toes and flex and point and flex. Inhale here, lift your leg a little higher. Exhale, shift your leg back. Take one inhale. Exhale, release your toes down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, three-legged down dog. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Lengthen all the way up and step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, serve your platter. Inhale, extend up towards the ceiling. Exhale, last twist to the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart. Lean forward. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. Take one inhale here. Exhale, extend back long. Point your toes and flex and point and flex. And inhale, warrior three. And exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your hands down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come into your high plank pose. You can always drop down to your knees if you need. We're going to lower all the way down to our belly on my count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You can use your hands as a pillow for whichever cheek. Close your eyes and just take a moment to reconnect to your breath. Slow it down. Slow your heart rate, your breathing down. All right, let's do a couple of poses here on our belly. Okay, bring your gaze forward. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms face towards one another. Roll your shoulders together and down. And as you inhale, lift your shoulders, lift your toes up away from you, locust pose. Now I want you to imagine you're squeezing a block in between your thighs so everything is nice and hugged into each other. Take 2 breaths here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last one in and out. Bring your opposite cheek down to the mat. And it's in these moments of stillness where we can observe our thoughts, observe where our mind goes, where it wanders to. That's why I love yoga. It does show us another layer of self-awareness when we are able to look at it from that non-biased, non-attached kind of way, right? Just really noticing what happens. Okay, so let's set up for one more set of these. You can take the same variation we just did with your arms by your side. You can interlace your hands behind your back to really open in your chest and your shoulders. You can reach your arms out in front of you for your super person. Okay, so pick whichever one you'd like. Get yourself all set up. When you are ready, inhale, lift everything all the way up. And let's take 4 breaths here. Okay, so count your breath. Become mindful and present, fully with yourself. When you're done your 4, just release down. Now bring your forehead on top of your hands. Okay. Bring your hands underneath your shoulder blades alongside your rib cage. Tuck your toes under and press yourself back up to your downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches all the way up, 3-legged down dog, and half pigeon. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Release it down by your right wrist alongside letting your shin come down your foot. Lengthen the left leg back. Okay, even out your hips. If you have really tight hips, you can bring a block on the outside of your right hip, thigh area, just to help kind of support you up. Okay, when you're ready, come all the way down to your version. Maybe that's staying up and coming down onto your forearms, allowing your forehead to find the mat or a block, or maybe your hands. Now that your body is nice and warmed up, it's a lot easier to get into these big muscles and for them to kind of like let go of the tension as we just sit here and breathe through this. You can come back up onto your hands if you lower down. Tuck your left toes under and come back into your downward facing dog. Take your time, pedal at your feet and move however you need to release that out. Okay, and bring your big toes back to touch. Left side, three-legged down dog. Hug your knee in towards your chest, half pigeon. Bring your knee all the way over to the left wrist. Lengthen the right leg back. Okay, even out both of your hips before you fold down. Okay, or find your block outside of your left leg if you need it. And then just be in whatever you are experiencing right now in your body, in your mind. Resist the urge to run away, hide from the feelings, whether that is emotional feelings or sensations in the body, even running away from thoughts, because that doesn't do us any good. They will always creep back up. So just be with them. Feel them. Let them go. Last breath in and out. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes. Downward facing dog. Moving however you need to release. Drop your knees down to your mat and come up a little bit and swing your legs all the way forward. Okay. Bend your right knee and draw the sole of the right foot inside of your left thigh. Okay. Move your bum flesh back so you can tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Press your shoulders down away from your ears so we're not wearing our shoulders as earrings. If we are rounded that much, that is a sign that maybe we just come up a little bit. And inhale, rise all the way back up and switch sides. Extend the right leg long, bring the sole of the left foot inside of your right thigh. Move your nice bum flesh out of the way. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up. We're going to do one double leg forward fold. So extend both legs out. Again, moving your bum back and your hips forward. Okay, your pelvis forward. Reach your arms high and fold all the way down. So this is great to do with the strap wrapped around the soles of your feet as well. If grabbing your feet isn't available, something to work towards. Or if you're extra flexible, you can bring a block behind your feet and grab for the block, okay, to make it a little bit deeper. And roll yourself all the way back up. Plant your feet down into your mat. Okay, grab the backs of your thighs, roll your shoulders down, and come all the way down to your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Okay. And give yourself one last big squeeze and hug in. And exhale, Shavasana. Extend your legs long on your mat. Bring your hands down by your sides. Give your feet a little shake, your legs a little shake, just to release out any extra tension they may be holding on to. Right, and avoid skipping the Shavasana. I know it's easy to do when you're at home and you're in a rush, but honor the most important pose of our practice. And I'll read a meditation in a moment here. Before, we'll do a quick body scan. Allow your feet to flop open, your legs to soften, and your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Relax your back and your shoulders, your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your neck, jaw muscles, the creases of your mouth, eyes, and forehead. And just be here for the next couple of minutes. Happiness is within reach. What we need to be happy is a question we often forget to ask ourselves. Is there something you could do for yourself that would make you happy? Put a spring in your step, a smile in your heart. Many of us haven't asked ourselves this question enough. Some of us haven't asked it at all. Or if we have, we haven't answered it yet. Instead, we diligently search for our path, for the way through our lives, through our current situations or circumstances, never taking time to ask ourselves what would make us happy and what would feel good to us. Then we wonder why life feels so hard, so difficult, and so unrewarding. Discovering what would make us happy can help us through any difficulty in life. It can help us through the quieter moments of our day. It can help us make larger and more significant decisions. It can help us in our work, especially if we look in our hearts and answer honestly. What would make you happy? It's a simple question, but one with profound consequences. Asking and answering that question, then acting on it is often our path, a path that will lead to the next step, a path that is in our best interests. We will be choosing our destiny, and the destiny we're choosing is joy. So, what would make you happy? Ask yourself often. Think about your answer. You may well find that the answer is within reach. And start to bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. And give yourself a nice full body stretch like you're waking up from a nap. And roll over onto your right side in fetal position. And press yourself up into seated, cross-legged. Keep your eyes closed, draw your hands to your heart center, and we'll finish off with 3 cleansing breaths. Take an inhale through your nose, and a big sigh out. And again, big breath in. Full sigh out. Last one, big inhale. Full exhale. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me on your mats today. It's such an honor to guide you through your practice. Together we say, Namaste. Good job. I hope you enjoyed your practice, and I look forward to seeing you again. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please feel free to ask. Have a great day. Bye.